racing season over for most folks, and you know how it is. The later you get in the season sometimes, the more you sit there and go, man, I didn't have a win yet. I really want to win. That's the situation that 52-year-old Pete Stefanski was in when he went down to Charlotte on Halloween weekend. He had, I believe it was 5 starts before then. Actually, 11, I think it's about 4. But he hadn't won. He'd been second and third. Had one bad night that he had a DNF. But you know how it is. You know, he's been running for a long time in the Pro Stock division, and he wins races. So heading into Charlotte, the pressure was on. He went down, got a win on the Friday part of the show, third on the second night. So let's head out to North Tonawanda and find out how Pete Stefanski is doing. Last time I saw him was at Super Dirt Week. Peter, how are you today?
We're doing fantastic.
Am I right? Was that a big thing to get the win and not have a winless season?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty huge to do that. I mean, we haven't been out much over the last probably 4 or 5 years with the Pro Stock. So, you know, to go out at, this year, getting the new coils in the car and the new front clip and kind of getting more of the equal equipment to everybody else, to come out as strong as we've been in the 5 races that we went out this year, and to get a win down to Charlotte, it was pretty special for me to be able to know that you can still do it. Running second and all that, you're like, yeah, we're still there, but to get the win is pretty important.
Yeah, I think every driver, especially when you get, in your 50s, you kind of wonder sometimes, have I won my last race, don't you?
I want to say yeah, but, I know I can still drive a car. I mean, it's not that I can't. It's just we had to do some updating to the car to get more along the lines of, the guys we were racing with, because not running all those seasons and stuff like that, just coming out at the end of the year, it was just too much work to try running against everybody had the updated stuff. So we made a decision, about April to say, hey, we need to update the car if we think we're going to even come out and be somewhat competitive like we have. We've finished second even last year and stuff like that. So we just know we needed a little bit more. It made it a lot easier for me going to the racetrack. It wasn't as much work in between heat races and time trials and features on the car to be more competitive to what we were, in the past. So definitely the changes made a big difference for us this year.
And obviously it's coils was the biggest thing, and we'll get to the front clip in just a moment.
Yeah, the coils, it's a little bit more forgiving. Easier for adjustments, I would almost want to say.
Oh.
I don't know, a little bit less money, I would say, because we're not having to put leaf springs in a car and stuff. And especially for someone like me, I mean, I know coils and I know leaves, but, it's a little bit different the way they're designed in these cars compared to what I know more about. But, we're pretty happy with the way we ran with the races this year.
Of course, we're sponsored by Swift Springs here, so if it's a mystery to you, they are going to be at the show in a couple of weeks. They'll have a booth there, so make sure to check them out and go on over. They'll give you all the advice and support that you need. What's the deal with the front clip? How is that different?
It's just lighter. We got rid of the Camaro standard stock clip in the car.
Really?
So, it's lighter. I think that's really about it, because the mounting points are the same. Upper control arms don't really make a difference because you kind of can put those where you want anyways. But the lowers are in the same location, which is fine. I think it's just more so the weight, maybe the flex compared to a stock clip and stuff made a big difference in the car.
Are these those Nick Stone clips that he makes? Is that what they are? Or something
no, it's
similar?
a jacker clip. A lot of guys are certified to do the clips now because I love Nick, but I don't think he could keep up with the amount of work that he's got now and building clips for everybody's car. So
Gotcha.
They did certify some more guys, which, helped, I'd say relieve him of being the only guy having all the pressure of making enough clips for everybody. So, Andy got his own clip and some other guys got approved for clips and stuff
I
like
see.
that. So, kind of spread the wealth a little bit, which I'm for. So, it just relieved a little pressure, I guess, off of just pinning it on one guy and making him responsible for everybody,
And this was a rule change, like maybe within the last 2 years or something, right?
Yeah, it's been the last 2 years, but, I was always like, oh, why do I want to change it? Mine ain't bent. But, it's the weight, it's the flex, it's, the updates and stuff like that. They've kind of taken a lot of rules out of the rule book. Obviously, I just got an email saying they're going to have a rules meeting here again. What their ideas are, I'm not sure yet. Do I have an input? Maybe. I mean, I don't know if it makes a difference, but I just think we need to be a little bit more bumper-friendly and stuff on race cars right now, I would say. But, the rules are in a pretty good spot right now. I don't think we need to go anything major to make people spend any more money. I think we're in a pretty good spot right now.
Okay, so tell me about Friday night, 5th to 1st. How long did it take you to get there at the big track in Charlotte?
It took us 10 hours to get down there, about 10 and a half hours to get down there. We left on Wednesday, and it was a nice ride down. It was sunny, a little rain when we left, but nice time to get down there, and just a great atmosphere and a lot of good people down there, so it was a lot of fun.
Okay. For the race itself, how'd you pass 4 cars and get the win?
I don't know. The green flag flew. I mean, we were pretty good when we went out for practice. We were okay. Didn't have a lot of speed for some stupid reason. Just made a couple changes, and the car really came to life. And it was good. I felt it like you just got a feeling when they first throw the green flag and you go through the first or second corner how good you're really going to be. And it just felt really good, and the car was just pretty much perfect for that race.
Okay. How about Saturday, 5th to 3rd on Saturday?
Yeah, I made some changes. I thought it would have gave us a little bit more speed, and I think it hurt us.
Okay.
So we struggled a little bit. You kind of get bumped around a little bit, and because you're off just that little bit. I probably should have left the car the same as I had it, and I didn't. I thought I was going to make a better improvement, and obviously it didn't work like I wanted it to, so we're still happy with that. We needed maybe a yellow midway through the race instead of a bunch of right in the beginning because we didn't pass anybody in the beginning, so we didn't gain anything really then. So could we have beat them? I don't know. I mean, you shoulda, woulda, coulda, but, bottom line, we finished 3rd. We're happy with that. Running 6 races and still finishing, a 1st and a 3rd down there. That was the best of anybody. So I can't complain about the way we ran.
No.
We were very happy with it.
Yeah, and I saw that picture of you in Victory Lane. It was very nice. It looks like the Victory Lane's a nice place down there.
Yeah, just to get a win was, huge. You're still racing the same guys both nights. So,
right.
Whether you win the first night or the second night, it's just the dollar amount was different. So, obviously we would have liked the Saturday night purse, but, we didn't start on the front row. We started in the 3rd row. The 2 guys in front of me started in front of me. It is what it is. We're not disappointed. I just, you pray for that yellow so you can kind of get caught back up because that place is so fast. You kind of get out to a jump and you're not going to run the guy down. We're not that much faster, each of us to each other, but, if you're out front by yourself and then we got to get by a couple guys and you just ain't going to run a guy down. There's no way,
No.
So guys in front of us were just as good as us, so you ain't going to catch a guy who's running the same speed as you are.
I'm glad things are going well. Got to finish out with a win on his last weekend of racing and get that first win of the season out of the way as well. Say hi to April for me and everything, and hopefully we'll have a chance. And we say this every year, but damn it, last year was a tough year for me, so I'm hoping this year we can get together sometime and have some fun, okay?
Absolutely. Sounds great.
I appreciate all your help last year when I was in the hospital, man. April and Peter talked to me on the phone a lot about anything except what was going on, and it really did help me, so thank you for that. I'll never forget that, okay, man?
Absolutely.
You guys listen to Doug's Dirt Diary on YouTube, here on the Elkins Video Productions channel. Hit the subscribe, turn on all the notifications, do all that great stuff, and, of course, hit the thanks button if you can.